The economic background to the property market is subdued at present at around 1.5% economic growth. That's not enough, but in reality it seems sufficient for the transactional markets and occupational markets to keep delivering solid activity. Within the transactional markets, the offices sector in Glasgow and Edinburgh is one of the bright spots. The Glasgow development cycle is now in full swing, with 4 new buildings planned and some major corporate moves, new rental levels being set. Edinburgh is similarly a strong market, but is slightly behind in terms of development cycle and bringing new buildings onto site. In Aberdeen, it's been 4 difficult years since the oil price crash, but there is some recovery in that sector and some new investment infrastructure around the region, and we're gradually seeing that filter through into new requirements this year in the Aberdeen office market. The industrial sector in Scotland's a bit of a sleeping giant. There's a huge stock of ageing property, which is more than 95% occupied in some locations. Many landlords are now seeing the chance to refurbish that or to redevelop for new occupiers in the marketplace. The top locations tend to be around the city edges and motorway corridors and around the airports. The retail sector's had a difficult time, but there are some areas of activity. These are tending to be the absolute prime retail parks, some of the malls, and the core city centres, which are much more diverse in terms of leisure and tourism and so on. For most locations, it's really about the value sectors and retail parks at this point in time. The investment sector had a good 2018 with a very active market. At the start of 2019, there were still some deals ongoing, but as we got closer to the proposed Brexit date at the end of March, the investment market paused, and there's been some uncertainty over volumes of stock coming to the market, pricing, investor appetite, until we get more certainty around Brexit. Where we have seen deals in the investment sector, these have tended to be absolute prime, such as hotels with 25-year leases, or at the other end of the spectrum, value-add opportunities where developers are looking to asset manage and redevelop. The market outlook for Scotland at this point in time must reflect on that subdued economic growth and the Brexit uncertainty that we're moving through. Really, the position should be to look at the market fundamentals, a good example of which would be the supply-demand balance, which is currently very favourable in the Glasgow office market.